Yeah. So before start web application, we need to know few things. So what is web application? What is internet? And all those things. Like what is the front end? What is the back end? And these are all things we require. So generally, what is a website? Web application. For example, assume like that. It's your PC and buy your PC. It's your, assume like that. It's your system, your computer or your laptop, whatever it is. I'm not good at drawing, but please be adjust. Assume like that. It's a your computer. It's your keyboard. Yeah, you draw some computer. Okay, fine. So when you want to access any web application, for example, assume like that www.gmail.com www.gmail.com. Okay, this is the web application. This is the website I want to access. Okay. This is my client machine. So if you want to access this web application, okay. So here what I'm trying to say. So if you want to access the web application, any web application or website, you want to access, what will we use? First of all, that web application, the web application should be in the server. Server is like a machine, computer. It's a computer available in the, like for example, if it is a gmail.com I mentioned here. So the Gmail, where it is available, it is available on the server, Gmail server. It's like a computer only. We are using our PC, right? Our computer, right? Same way it is a, yeah, it is available on the Gmail server. So the web application in the server is required if you want to access any web application. Second thing is required, internet connection is required. Okay, next one is required, what? Browser is required. Browser is required. So these three things are mandatory if you want to access any web application. So if you want to access any web application, before before this, we should know what is a web application first. First of all, what is a web application? This web application, we are also called as a, this web applications we are also called as a internet applications, because without internet we can access, we cannot use this application. Next, without internet we can use some limited few features only available. Okay, but while transactions or anything like we can use we require internet, right? Mostly. We can also, these are all called as websites. Websites. So here, here the question is, what is a web application? So what is a web application? What is a web application? A web application. A web application is a software. Okay, it is a software. It is a software program that, or we can say it is a software that runs in a web browser. That runs in a web browser. It allows it allows users to interact. It allows users to interact interact with the, interact with it through the internet. It allows users to interact through the, yeah, same thing I told, right? If you want to access this web application with the help of internet, with the using of this browser, we are access that web application. It's a software that runs in the web browser. Same concept, right? One, and it allows user to interact with it in through internet. User can interact. We are using internet, right, to interact with that application. That is the concept of access web application. Following things are required. Following things are required. And this web application we are also called as a different names or websites. These are all any name is same. Web application or websites. Okay. Next one. So examples for web applications. Examples for web applications. Tell me any examples for web applications.
Amazon,
Yeah, your regular day using
Flipkart,
Flipkart. Flipkart. We can return like this flipkart.com. Any other websites?
पर्सनल वेबसाइट भी डाल सकते हैं ना इसमें.
Email naukri.com you are using, right? youtube.com. Okay. And here we are added to access the web application. Okay, nowadays it is optional. But when long back, it should be mandatory. Okay. So these are the examples for web applications. Here www stands for www stands for World Wide Web. Throughout world we can access anywhere. World Wide Web. So any online services through browser, those are all examples of web application. Okay. Next. And web application, we can also say what is a website or web application. We can also say that. We can also say one more thing. website is a collection of web pages. You can also say at this point also collection of web pages. Okay. Collection of web pages. Next one. Here, types of applications. Types of web applications. Types of web applications. What kind of web applications? Two types here. One is static website or static web application. I mentioned website. You can mention like it can be anything. Static website, internet application, or website or web application. Second one is called dynamic web application. Dynamic web application. Our general language we call it as website. Technically, through technically we call it as a web application. Okay, here what is a static web application? Static web application. So user doesn't have much interaction on this. Users doesn't have much interaction on this. User doesn't have much interaction on these sites, on this web application. Okay, what we use for this? User doesn't have much interaction on this web application. Only seeing, only open this website or open this website or application information purpose, only displaying information to the user. That is kind of application is called static web application. We open this website or web application only for information purpose. Example. Any examples, any examples? Any examples? Here, college websites. College websites we see only information purpose. Right? We are not have doesn't have much interaction. Dynamic forms. Only contact us form is dynamically interactive. Remaining 90% website is only for we are seeing their colleges, address, contact us, their history, about us, college websites, and few company websites. Company websites also static websites only. Okay, only we see that their about us, their contact us, their address, or their any achievements, their photos. These related information only we can see. These are all examples for a static web application. To develop static web application, mostly we used only HTML. Static web application. Only we use HTML. We'll see what is HTML about that. Okay, this is about the static web application. Next one. Any company sites, college sites, if you search in the Google, you can add it as an example. Next, second one. Second one we called as like these are we called as a Dynamic web applications. Dynamic web applications. What is a dynamic web application? User have most interaction on this. Example, you told examples, number of examples, right? These are all dynamic websites. User every time interacted, right? 90%, 90% of interaction we are this. We are select something, like we select, we search, we filter, like we are done. So even Gmail also, we are open the mails, composing the mails, even Facebook.com, Instagram.com, these are all dynamic websites. So user have most of the interaction on these sites. Those kind of web applications are called dynamic web applications. Mostly 90%. Here 90% user doesn't have interaction, only 10% like contact us, such kind of forms. Here we have a static web application. If you see, okay, for example, you registered our webinar, right? You registered our webinar, right? Okay. Register our webinar. Yeah, you remember this. Yeah, if you observe this one, here in this entire site, only this form is only dynamic form. User can interact, give their information. Remaining entire site, if you observe static website, only we can see the information purpose. Got it right? Even though if you observe this one, if you observe this one, it's completely only we are watching information. Address, only information purpose. About us, contact us, only dynamic site. What is that? Only this form only dynamic. Got it? What is dynamic web application? Got it? I showed example now as a static web application, just like college websites, company websites, only seeing information purpose. Okay. Now, previously we discussed about dynamic website, right? These are all dynamic websites. User mostly interact with applications. Whatever 90% of interaction. Okay, like chat box, like Gmail, you can see compose your mail. You can open the mails. You can compose, like Facebook.com. Instagram, you are uploading the videos, photos, message. A lot of options are there. These are all dynamic web applications. Here, use opposite side. User have not much, mostly interaction on this web application only for, so user open these websites or web application only for communication purpose, like mostly interaction purpose only. To the site, communication or interaction purpose. So, examples. Here we can take the example as for any website. Example for static web application. Institute is also same category, college or company kind of institute websites. Like below. Yeah, dynamic web. Already we have examples on this. These are all examples for dynamic. If you want, we can add more. Instagram.com, Facebook.com. You can also one more example here only. We give subscription, right? Some subscription. Yeah. So this is a static or dynamic website. Every time you log in, right? Just answer my question. Static or dynamic website? This is a, just I'm asking. Here you can search for the topics. Go to home, lesson name. Search for the course name. C sharp. Only C sharp will come. You search with SQL. SQL will come. If you search with the lesson name, particularly, you can go to index. Here C sharp indexers and SQL Server index and next to those are coming. The indexers clarification. Three topics. Oops. Anything if you want, you can search here. This is completely dynamic site. I always interact, right? Same like YouTube. But here we see our watch videos like this in order. So this is that is a dynamic website. Okay. Next, now I'm explaining something previously, right? Here now, this is we called as a client machine. Like my computer, or you are using computer, resume like that. Select. Yeah, here this is called a client machine. So whatever you're using, or I am using, that machine is called a client machine. Whoever using these all sites, so the all missions are client missions. Okay. Here, with the help of internet, what I will do? This Gmail, where it is available? Assume example I took that gmail.com, right? Gmail is available here in the server side. Okay, this is a Gmail server. What is this? This is a Gmail server. It is a server. I'm saying just it is a server. Server is like our same like our computer. Okay, we are deploying only application, deploying or installation of our application. If you install any web application in the server, that is we call as a deployment, not installation. Desktop applications we called as a installations. Desktop applications called as a what? That is called we installations. All softwares installations. Same thing if you done for web applications. Even mobile application also, that is called installation. Install. But if you come for the web application, that is we not called as installation. But same thing we call as here deployment. Right. Same. If you done for the web application, sorry, if you done for mobile and desktop application, that is we called as installation. Same thing you done for web application, that is we called as same thing you done in the server. Web application, if you install in the server, that is we called as a deployment. The name we tell is called. Okay. So here a Gmail is deployed in the server. I'm saying Gmail deployed in the server. Here in the server, your Gmail application is there. So when I click on this URL, and also we add something right and okay. HTTP or HTTPS. HTTP or HTTPS, we are enter something, right? So we hit the server. So this is a, so we, whenever we type something in the browser like this, so this request, that request will go to the server. And that is we called as a request. Okay, that is we called as a request. Okay, that will hit the server. In the server that is executed, that login page, Gmail login page is there, any page, even the our page, assume like that. Just now I opened courses something.com, right? Login page is open, right? Okay, so it is executed in the server. So the in that server, Gmail like yeah, Gmail login page will be executed in the server. Then it will give, server will give the what response. It will give the response. It will give the response. So this is we called as a response. Response. Then we call as a response. So we are giving request to the server. Server will give the response. If anytime server delayed response, what happening? Our side it is loading. Circle, you know, right? Loading symbol will be displayed. Anything got delayed in this, internet connection is slow. Okay. This request and response, how it will be happening? This request and response, these are all happening through HTTP. These things will be happening how? Through HTTP. HTTP. Okay. So this request and responding happening through, because of what? HTTP. Through HTTP, these are all things happening. If there is no HTTP, the request will not go to the server. If there is no HTTP, response will not come to the client machine. This is because of happening through HTTP. HTTP stands for HTTP stands for HTTP hypertext transfer. Hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. Hypertext transfer protocol. Okay. So see, hypertext transfer protocol. It's transferring the request and response. Okay. So it's a protocol. It's a security. It's providing security. So yes, sir, nothing but a security certificate. If it is having HTTPS, that related to security. It is providing some more security to the application instead of HTTP. S stands for that's security related. Added more security. It is having security certificate kind of thing. Okay. In the server Gmail is executed, it come back. Okay. So if it is come back, what happening? Your login page will be loaded. If it response will come back, your login page will be loaded. Login having what kind of things? Your login page will be loaded, right? Login What kind of things? For example, it is having username or Gmail username, Gmail, your password. Again, what you will do? You click on submit. Click on submit or sign up. Some sites having sign in option. Some sites having, if it is a register page, sign up happening. Some sites are they're having something like login. Okay. Some sites they are let's say something like sign in. Okay. If you click on sign in, again same situation. It will go to the request to the server. It will go to the request to the server. From here, it will execute the page. From this page, database server again separate is there. Your data username passwords where it is available, it is available in the database. It is available in the database. This is the database. I'm not good at trying. Just please just again I will select this one. Database. So here also, so username, passwords, all those things available in the database table. On the database table, those username passwords are available in the database table. From here, it will go to again request to the response. Username password is available or not, it will check. And it will give the response. If it is available, it will give one response. If it is not available, it will give another response. Not those are all response we given this Gmail web application. Okay. Again, if user is available, if user is not available, give the response like to the client machine. Yeah, username or password is not available or incorrect, something like in that way we have display message. If it is available, it will go to the home page or index page. Whatever we decide after login, the page is there. It will be displayed that page. This diagram is understand. I hope it is understand the execution web application flow I explained. Understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Database request, database response. So your application is there in the server. This is a Gmail application is there in the server. So these are the happening. If you want to load this page, login page, database is not required. Server is executed display. Like information related information also, server is executed and display. But when it is comes like registration, signups, like your photos, videos are all stored in the database only. So it will get again it will get send request to the database. Database will give the response to this. So this is like web application. One second. I told right. Oops. I'm using Word. You remember right? Are you able to read this? Just I copy this. Paste it here. Then you will understand. This is client machine. This is a server machine. This is client or this is server. Okay, so these are the things are there. I hope you understand how. Next. So what is the internet? What is internet? Do you have any idea? Internet is a collection of websites or web applications. Website is a collection of web pages, and we can also call it as a collection of networks. Number of subnetworks is a collection of internet, right? Throughout world, collection of networks. Or we can also call it as a network of networks. Same collection of networks is another we are saying is a network of number of networks. Network of networks. I'm saying like this. So we can also describe another like. Give me 1 second. I will come back. Yeah, next 5 minutes we will close this session. Today theory will end. Tomorrow practical will show HTML. Internet definition, right? So here we can also solve as a global network, a global network of computers via cables. Yeah, wireless signals. And second thing it will do through internet, what will do? Web browsers like Chrome, web browsers like the web browsers Chrome, Firefox, yeah, etc. etc. Request request web pages using URLs. Yeah, same way I just now explained the diagram. The client machine using browser, we enter this user URL with the internet, and also through HTTP protocol, we send the request and response. So these are done by through URLs. URL we include HTTPS because it is actual transfer protocol. Or it will take the request to the server and give the response to us. Okay, next, what we'll do internet. We send the request web pages using URL. Next one, servers or server. We are at a time we are using one server, right? Okay. Number of applications matter, it is the servers. Respond those requests. Respond those requests. With the data. With the data. Always browser can only understand one language, that is only HTML. Client side technologies. Okay, that is we will discuss in the tomorrow session. Right now I will write down those names. HTML, CSS. Next, what is client and is client and server. Client, it means our device. Just I'm using my device, right? My machine is a client device to access Gmail or whatever it is. And you are using your PC, your client, your mobile. You are using your mobile. Your mobile is the client. So who is using the user? Who is using those websites through some device? The device is client machine. The user is called client. So where user access the website? Yeah, access that website using the browser, right? So that is a client machine. Server, computer where website code is deployed. I told it, deployed or installed. Okay, web application we use the term like deployment, deployed or deployment. Desktop application or mobile application also we using something like installation. Install. We using Google Play something like to install the mobile apps. Here desktop we using the softwares like Visual Studio SQL Server or any gaming softwares. Yeah, we are using that installation, that process. If you watch the last class video of C#, I showed deployment of the desktop application. So installation is good. Okay. Even this one also officially we called as deployment tool. Desktop. Even if you go to the company, those word we are using deployment. Is it deployed? Yeah, they will ask. So generally we use the term installation. Like Windows service also we call as installation. Installs. Okay, fine. Come to the point here. On the computer where websites code is deployed, we can also like where the where the code and database database are stored. Uh, Here we simple understanding stored or installed or deployed. Or we instead of this, or we are using our official term deployed. Next, what is a browser? Browser is used to send a request to enter those URLs. It is used to send the receive the response from the server. Receive the response from the server. Okay. Using what we are using URLs also through what is that HTTP protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. It's called a browser. Okay, few more points we'll discuss tomorrow. Up to here, clear, right? Up to here, clear, right? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow on web application.